I feel like Nemesis Inferno is one of the most pointless coasters in the world. Hey everyone, before we dig into today's coaster review, I feel the need to say that this is my opinion, and you don't have to share my opinion, so if you have a different opinion, don't at me, bro. I need to stop saying that. Anyways, before we begin, I hope you'll consider subscribing as it really helps a small channel like me grow. Now, I'm gonna start with the positive parts of Nemesis Inferno, those being the queue line and the pre-lift, and that's kinda it. When the line is better than the ride, you know you have a problem. But I mean, this queue is really solid. It wraps around the volcano with some cool effects while giving nice views of the ride. Once you get inside the volcano, however, the station is a box. But whatever, the queue is still a positive, so we got something. Now time for me to rip this coaster apart and review the layout. You take a swooping right turn out of the station and go into the highlight of the ride, a smoke-filled tunnel with 2 S-bins. No forces, but there's smoke, so yeah. After that, you go up a 95-foot tall lift hill. This gives a really solid view of one of the best rides in the world, but that's a video for another day. After that, you go down the drop. It's an invert drop, so no, airtime, but the wind in your face is fun. You then go into a vertical loop, which unlike every other invert vertical loop, pulls 0 force. You then go into a 0 G-roll, which is the first example of this ride banging your head. No forces, right? Just head banging. After this is a forceless turn into a corkscrew, which is another headbanger, and then a funky turnaround, which I couldn't really comprehend because I was still recovering from that last corkscrew. After this is another corkscrew, which gives, say it with me, headbanging. At this point of the ride, I literally had my hands in between the restraint and my ears because I had had enough. I don't remember much of the last 2 elements, except for the fact I wanted to get off. Now I always have faith in coasters, so when I hated the ride the first time, I thought maybe I just had a bad ride, so I made the mistake of getting a re-ride. 2 rides later, and I can officially say that Nemesis Inferno is not only the worst B&M I've ridden, but the most pointless coaster in the world. Why is it pointless? Because it tries so hard to be a good and intense ride, but it's just not. The way I rank coasters is how well they do the thing they're intended to do. If family coasters are good for families, then they're good rides. If B&M inverts are smooth and intense, then they're good rides. But Nemesis Inferno is neither smooth nor intense. It's just there, and it's pointless. Now for my real rant time, where I list off all the little problems before I give my final score. Cue the music. It doesn't live up to the Nemesis name. Look at the color scheme. It always has a long line. They should not have gotten a B&M. If you know, you know. It's always way too short, and finally, it should end earlier. So there we have it. The many problems of Nemesis Inferno. For a final score, I give the ride a 5 out of 10, and frankly, this is the first coaster that I wouldn't recommend. It's just not worth the wait. What do you think? You may have a completely different opinion, and I would love to hear why in the comments below. Anyways, if you made it this far into the video, I hope you consider subscribing, and as always, have a great day.